y'all? It's another edition of Activated. I got Stunnagirl on the check-in all the way from Sacremento. What's going on?
What's popping?
So you got this new record, Rotation. Is crazy. Like, what's the brains behind this?
Pretty much that record was I had linked up with Derek Milano.
Yeah.
And also my producer Reef. And we pretty much just put together, well, I have a ratchet side to me. So this record was, you know, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
So it was more of a like a dancing record, you know, like it's a party record. It's for surely that. So
yeah, it's definitely that. And this is one of them records that you can play with your homegirls, y'all doing your bangs, doing your makeup, doing your eyeliner and stuff, and getting ready for a night out. What is a day in the life like for Stunnagirl, being that you got a ratchet side?
Well, that side comes out when I party.
So you're not partying. What side do we get?
When I'm not partying, I'm actually really chill. I really am a homebody. So I really just be at my house.
Yeah.
And what do I do at my house? I get my makeup done. Yeah, like I really will get my makeup done and like sit in my house and just like watch TV or like take pictures or something, or, you know, things of that nature. Hang out with my family. So yeah.
So during the quarantine, how have you been like staying safe and staying COVID free?
During the quarantine, I still take it serious, but you know, in the beginning, I took it like really, like I really didn't go outside. Yeah. So I'm like, because I'm already a homebody anyway, so I'm like, this ain't nothing, this piece of cake. So I just like stayed in the house and I just went to my studio sessions and continued my, but I know like towards, what is this, level 3 or something? I don't know what it's called.
Phase 3, yeah.
I'm like, fuck that, I'm going back outside.
Yeah, well, see, y'all might be different over in California, but here in North Carolina, we've been in phase 3 for like 2 months. And the cases are going back up. So, I mean, who knows? We may all be back to phase 1. But speaking of that, do you think now that we have a president that is focused on getting this virus, you know, out, do you think the world should go back to like a shutdown, or do you think it needs to stay where it's at?
Well, since this whole like presidential campaign, I haven't really seen any more Corona updates. So it's like you see less of the Corona update. So you really don't know where the Corona is, you know, what level of severity it's at. So I don't feel like businesses should be shut down. You know, a lot of people are losing money. I really don't know the severity of it right now, so I can't say if it's need for everyone to shut down, but I mean, they did it before, and I mean, did it work? You know, like, what did it do? I mean, if it's at a severe level, that means that it didn't work. So it's like, now what's the next plan? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we're basically just going in a circle here. So I don't really think that it needs to be shut back down completely. Like it was.
I mean, like, part of me do, part of me don't. I just like the fact that, like, I'm home. Like, it's cool. Like, I'm home. I don't gotta go nowhere. But then when stuff goes back to normal, you gotta go back out, and it's like, damn, what if you go back out and then you catch you catch it?
So it's kind of like, dang, now, you know, the little juke spots you can go to at 3, 2 in the morning, it's like over with. It's basically like,
I am all for like a kickback spot. Like, those are my type of vibes.
I get hungry in the middle of the night. That's like a bad habit of mine, because I know you're not supposed to eat after like 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock. I don't know. But I always like crazy night. And so now it's like, dang, now I just got to suck it up.
So like, speaking of eating late, what's your late night eating habits like?
I don't know. I just always like fiend for a taco or like some chicken. I love some fried chicken too, like some pepper.
I will eat chicken every day, like, and not give no fucks about it. Like, I love chicken. Yes. Tacos, I can say maybe a day or two. After that, I'm like, all right, where the chicken at? But chicken every day.
Or I have like chicken, little cut up pieces on the side. I always gotta have some type of chicken though. I love chicken.
So do you use a deep fryer or you use an air fryer like most people now?
Well, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I've been using a deep fryer, but
Yeah.
my mom just tried to tell me the healthy way of doing it. She showed me the chicken on FaceTime and was like, "This is what an air fryer do." Like,
I feel like some people that use an air fryer, they scared to get their hands dirty with flour to actually fry the chicken the way black folks intended for chicken to be fried.
yeah, I gotta taste it to believe it. I can't look at it and just know what's going on. So, good air fryer we lit. But yeah.
Speaking of knowing what's going on, what is going on with Stunnagirl in 2021? Are we getting an EP? Are we getting some collabs? Like, what does that look like for you?
Yeah, I definitely have EPs dropping, and I do have collabs. I'm not going to talk about them in too much detail, but there's some collabs. Yeah, like a big artist reached out to do a song with me, so I'm waiting on that. And then that's like a surprise. We'll get into that later on down the time. Remember I told
surprises now. Like surprises now.
I overly work, so I'm sitting on about 5 mixtapes ready to go. So I got some for sure dropping. I just dropped my latest 2 singles, was Rotation and Little Boy Cash. That was actually something off one of my EPs.
Yeah.
That dropping.
So what's been that big moment for you so far on your journey?
Well, I have 2. It was when my song Runway went viral. That's always gonna be a big moment for me.
Yeah.
I just woke up one day in the hood and I had this viral song. So it's like, and then it's like you just don't, it's like one of those stories, like you just wake up and it's viral, now you're at all these label meetings, and it's just, so that's always gonna be a big moment for me. And I would also say taking my deal was another big moment for me. Definitely. So yeah, those 2 things were big.
Like what was the vibe like just walking into Epic office, signing, walking in one person, but coming out the office, a signed artist? Like what was that like? What was going through your mind at that very moment?
I feel like I was just like, yes, I finally could just be an artist. That's how I felt. Yeah. I'm like, I don't gotta be in the streets no more. I don't gotta risk my life to make money. It was like I could finally just focus on my craft. That's how I felt. I felt like a weight was lifted off my shoulders. The weight wasn't completely lifted because I'm like, oh, now I gotta work 10 times harder. But it definitely was like, finally I could just do what I love. I don't have to I could just focus. That's what it felt like.
So before being a signed artist, what was Stunnagirl up to?
Yeah.
Lord.
Take a breath. I was just a kid that was really in the system for jail placements. I basically was taking care of myself since I was 12. I was living that life. Like I was grinding, I was hustling. I probably did anything to get some money. And it was just, I took a lot of risks, and I always believed in myself. And it was hard for me to do music because nobody showed me the ropes. I didn't even know how to book a studio session. Like I learned everything by myself, literally, just going along. You know what I'm saying? So
it was kind of like a trial by error kind of thing.
Yeah, so to be like, shit, I'll be doing something and I'm like, fuck, I need to go to the studio, and I take myself to the studio because I knew what I was gonna do, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't have no help, no handouts, none of that. So yeah.
So I mean that's like the story for like a lot of artists that are emerging. For you, what kept you going during that time? Because that has to be hard. Like you said that you basically grew up at the age of 12. Yeah. During your teen years, what kept you going?
What kept me going? I feel like, I was incarcerated when I was like 14 all the way to 17. So during my mind, when I was in there, it was as if it was like I was supposed to be there. I didn't understand at the time why the fuck I was there, but it made sense because I was living so reckless from those couple years, and it was just like it sat me down and it just made me realize, and I always had the talent. And, before that, I used to post videos on Facebook when I was like 13, 12, beating on my chest, rapping, and they would go up, like, you can rap, and I always had a love for music. So it was something I knew that I was going to do, And during the times when it got hard and stuff, I just always had a vision. Like I believed in it. Like this is what I'm gonna do. I need to take care of my family. Like and then my voice, I'm like the voice of kids that's like me and stuff. You know, ain't nobody speaking for us. And even the stuff I rap about, like I'm telling stories about, you know what I'm saying? So I knew it was nothing like me on the scene anyways. So I knew what I was gonna do for sure.
When you talking about being the voice, how are you being the voice for your people back at home while you're owning a career that you're nourishing to be something great?
Well, I haven't went. I'm not at my prime and I'm not at my full potential yet.
Yeah.
So I'm only doing as much as I can for now. Like even the raps I did already. Like you know, I talk about shit that's really going on. It might not be positive shit, but it's what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And people relate to me. But it's like far as down the line, yeah, I plan on, you know, talking and being like, you know, into that jail reformation thing, and I want to have my own group homes and shit later down on the line. I love kids, you know what I'm saying? So I do plan on but already I always just pop up and do things for kids all the time. I go back to those centers that I was in. I surprise kids with toys, you know, shit I have and stuff like that. I always give back though. That's nothing.
Christmas time coming up, so I need to go ahead and send my gift list on over to the Stunner wish list. That actually sounds like a dope concept. You should do the Stunner wish list.
Right?
That'll be dope.
Thanks.
Stunnagirl on the check-in. Let them know how they can contact you on Instagram, hear your music and all that.
Y'all contact me on Instagram, Stunnagirl. Stunnagirl. My Twitter is Real Stunnagirl. And yeah, check out my new single, Rotation.
Speaking of rotation, you gotta give us at least a bar off of that. Like that shit is so crazy. That thing ride, man.
Bust it down, ass fat, when it gets to clapping, sound like thunder sound, spread my legs open like you fresh out, bust it down, pussy way, I might have it busting like 100 rounds, huh?
Appreciate y'all to check in, Stunnagirl. Appreciate it.